Morning, everyone. Hello. Heimir Hallgrimsson and Captain Seamus Coleman here for today's press conference. Match day -1 versus England. 10 minutes live and then 10 minutes embargoed for 11 p.m. tonight. If you want to ask a question, please raise your hands. We will get started with Tony O'Donoghue from RT, please.
Good morning, gentlemen.
Morning.
Heimir, Tony used to give us his team the day before, maybe even 2 days before, sometimes the week before. When are you planning on, when are you choosing the team? Is it after training? When will you tell the players the team?
What is basically is none of your business when I talk to the players and show them the lineup. But usually I've done it match day -1 in the afternoon, so the players can sleep on the starting 11. That's the normal way. If I do it now, I'm not sure.
And the reason for that is to let the players know the night before. You don't wait till the day of the match.
Yeah, and the reason I do it is good for the players to know and think about it in bed, match day -1, and be prepared match day.
And will there be any change in the shape of the Ireland team from what we've seen in the recent past?
You'll see when we kick off, obviously. And we're not going to talk about how we play or our tactics, etc. You would know that, but it's a fair question.
This game has a lot of history around it, as you know, I'm sure. Obviously, there's history between the two countries as well. But in relation to the game in particular, have you used that as a motivation for the players, or are you aware of the consequences around the game in terms of security, etc.?
Yeah, I've been briefed on those things. I think for us coaches, it is probably not necessary to motivate the players playing against England. I think it's probably the opposite for us to just remind them what they should be doing on the pitch, focus on the tactics, etc. So, yeah, that has been kind of what we have been talking about. It's probably to cool them more down than to get them excited and motivated for the battle, because that probably comes from within them to do good and be motivated. So probably it's we've been saying is more our job to cool them down and get them focused on what they should be doing on the pitch.
Joe, please.
Hi, Heimir. How's your mood ahead of your first match in charge?
I'm really excited. First and foremost, I'm excited to feel the atmosphere. Everybody's talking about how good it is, and I know it's going to be massive against England. So I'm just looking forward to that, working with the players in game for the first time. See what we have been trying to do on the trainings will transfer into the match. So a lot of things looking forward to, but most of all to meet the fans and meet the atmosphere in Aviva.
Obviously, when they got to the final of the Euros, they were ranked 4th in the FIFA standings. So how do you go about beating them?
Well, if Ireland has a chance to beat England, that's collective for sure. Man for man, gung ho, probably 9 out of 10 England would win. So we need to play collective against them, and that is going to be the way to win the match tomorrow.
Nathan Murphy.
Heimir, at the squad announcement, you spoke about the influence John O'Shea had in selecting that squad because of his experience. In terms of the team selection, is this very much your starting 11, or will he have a big influence in that as well?
No, I would think that we all put in our ideas before we select. But like I've said from beginning, they have more knowledge, in-depth knowledge on the players, and their view is big in this camp and probably next one as well. And in 2 months, you cannot know all the players and their characters, etc. I'm trying to observe a lot this camp to know more next time we meet up.
Is everybody fit?
Everybody's fit, yeah.
You fit?
Yes.
You're also well used to playing big games, big opponents in Dublin. Is there something about England and the history and the rivalry that brings out a different emotion in you?
No, listen, it's a game
it's a game we're all looking forward to. It's a game a few of us have played in before. You know, it's Ireland v England, you know, speaks for itself. And, you know, we're fully prepared and looking forward to a good, successful night at the Aviva. But, yeah, for sure, looking forward to it.
Gavin, please.
Hi, Heimir. Can Nathan Collins or any of your other many centre-halves play in centre midfield?
Yeah, a lot of them can play midfield, yes.
Is it something you're considering this game?
We'll see, we'll see. If I would be considering it, I would probably not tell you. So
Seamus, what are your impressions of the new manager?
The new manager? Yeah, no, listen, yeah. No, it's been good. It's been, you know, a lot of new information for us. But listen, you can tell by the man sitting beside me, first and foremost, good man, wants to do well for the national team, and he's come into a good group of lads that are desperate to do well for Ireland as well. So we're all looking forward to it. We've all been working hard. We've all been taking in as much as we can, and now we're really looking forward to it, and we wish him all the best with the journey ahead.
Damien Spellman, please.
What are your memories of the night Iceland beat England? What did that do for Icelandic football? Can you do the same for Irish football?
I hope we would have same result tomorrow. Of course, we were just speaking in the car towards here. That night was kind of special. Everything that we did that night succeeded. Whether it was tactical, it was finishing taking our chances, defending our goal, and nothing that England tried that night succeeded. So it was just one of those days. Hopefully it will come again tomorrow. But we know, even though we have our best game, it still isn't sure that will lead into a victory against a good team like England. So we just need to make sure that we have the best game that we can tomorrow, and we'll see what that gives us.
Seamus, you've played under several managers over the years, but do even you almost have to start again with a new manager?
I think you start again, yeah. For me, if you know me, every day, doesn't matter how long a manager's been here or if they're in the door, you should always be trying to impress on a daily basis anyway. So there's no God-given right to play for your country. There's no God-given right to play for your club. You've got to turn up every day in training and give your best while you can, and then it's up to the manager what he decides with who he plays or doesn't play. But as long as I know that I'm giving my all in training, day in, day out, that's all I can control, you know.
Fake Rivers.
Hi, just coming on from the answer of this question, in terms of the England that you faced then versus the England that we see now that we're setting up, what differences do you see between?
Yeah, it's a totally different team. I think the individual quality, the technical skills, the speed of this team is much higher than the one we played. Also, they're coming off from a good tournament, and I would say the biggest difference is that they have been staying together for 2 months now, and we have three days to prepare. So that is going to be challenging because their routine is so drilled, whether it's on the pitch or off the pitch, whatever, and then coming from a good under 21 campaign as well. So they come on a high here, players playing Champions League day in, day out. So it's good individuals for sure that we are facing. And yeah, to answer the question, I think the individual skills is higher than the last England team I faced.
Thank you. And just one to Seamus. You'll be aware of all the noise around Jack Grealish, Declan Rice in particular, and of course Luke Hartley coming back. Just wondered how you see it. Are they going to get a star reception tomorrow night? Do they deserve it?
Do they deserve it? I think that's the leading question there for me to give you a headline. Listen, they chose who they wanted to represent. I've said it for long enough. Whatever they feel they are, that's what they chose to be. And I know Declan came and he played 3 games. I can only speak of Declan coming and as a person, good guy, top player as everyone knows. But I just want lads that want to represent Ireland, and we've got that, and we're eager to do well. And them lads have went their own way, and what reception they get, I don't know, but it's been a few years now, so it's not something that's of concern to me anymore now.
Ed Leahy?
I don't know how you can do it. There's been a lot of talk in the build-up about defensive stability. We're going to do a game tomorrow night with a packed Aviva Stadium. What can you promise the fans in terms of entertainment and excitement from your team?
What do you mean with entertainment and excitement? What excites you? What entertains you? What excites you?
Well, football, attacking football, commitment, aggression.
Okay. So just to understand the question. No, if you play the game in your head, probably England will have more possession than us. So defensively, we need to be really solid, taking the chances that we get. Whenever we have a chance to play attacking football, go higher up on the pitch, we've already prepared for that. So I hope it's going to be a mix of both, but playing the game in your head. Statistically, looking at past games, I think England will have more ball possession than us. And if we are defending 60% of the time, then we need to be prepared for that. But that is how I see the game. Probably we will be defending more than attacking. But when we get it, we have our solutions going forward. Hopefully we'll score some goals. Whether we will have more possession than them is irrelevant if we score goals from our chances.
Just in terms of coming into the week with a good practice in your head, how have the players reacted to you field? And have you had to even simplify it more than you would hope, or advance it more because of taking what you're trying to do?
Coming in such a short notice, I think it goes without saying you don't like to do a lot of changes from the past. So we've tried to, whatever is the staff, the routines, what they do on the pitch, we haven't done a lot of changes, but some things that I think is necessary to try to force in the beginning. We've been working on those. I think the players have been really receptive. We try to explain in a simple manner why we want to do it, and then just showing them, and both on meetings and on the pitch. So I think they have been really receptive. But in the end, we see that tomorrow.
Final question of the live there.
Henry, you said that this week a lot of it would be getting to know your squad and that you need to kind of familiarise yourself. After the week of training, are you happy with the level of knowledge you now have on this playing group ahead of your first game tomorrow?
Yeah, I think I've learned a lot this week. Now, also, of course, meeting the players for the first time. Wish I would have had more time just interacting with them, but we have to prioritize our time. But I think after this camp, I have a lot more knowledge on everything than before it came. So it's going to be a good camp for me, whether it's a good result or not. And I think going forward is a really good camp.
Okay, we're moving to the Embargoed Section now, so please, casts, you can come in now, guys. And anything from this point onwards is embargoed to 11 p.m. tonight, so we'll start this section with Neil O'Riordan, please.
Hi, Heimir. You spoke there about trying to cool the players down. Do you feel there's still a role for appealing to the emotions in international football? Is that what differentiates it from club football? And have you been in a fixture like this where there's been such crossover, where you have people in both countries who've played for the other country, and there's ancestry, or even more players on both sides as well?
No, I don't have experience in this, and the rivalry haven't either done as big as this one. But listen, from us, the coaches, it's about the football. It's not about politics. It's not about all the other things. We need to focus on what happens on the pitch. And then probably is a different game for the media people or marketing people or security. So we need to focus on what we can do, and how we can help the players to play good tomorrow. That's where we are focused, and we'll try to stick to that.
Owen Kelsey, please.
Seamus, you mentioned earlier that you're absorbing a lot of new information. Is it realistic to see a lot of that tomorrow, or is this going to be more work in progress for some new managers?
I think to be fair to the manager, and that obviously, he's only had a short period of time, but we've took in the information. I'm sure he can't give us loads and loads all in a few days of time, but we've took in what he's asked of us, and hopefully you'll see, traits of that tomorrow, and give the best account of ourselves tomorrow. But obviously this is a long process as well, and it'll be the first step along the way tomorrow. But the lads have trained well, they've took the information on board, and really committed to doing what the manager asks of us.
Yes, Brendan?
Seamus, similar question that we asked. How much does this game about sticking to the process on the forensics or into the tactics? And how much can you tap into that emotional aspect of this fixture? Because we all know what it is. The strike rate.
Yeah, you can most certainly tap into the emotional side of it, but I think that goes, to be honest with you, anytime you put on that green jersey for Ireland and I get them lads in a huddle beforehand, you can tap into the emotional side of it all, because, as much and all it is about this, historic game and England, our rivals, coming over, for us lads as well, we're representing our country, unbelievably proud to do so as well. Some amazing journeys along the way for all them lads, and myself included, to get to this level. So we can tap into the emotional side, of course. It doesn't matter if that's England, Scotland, Wales, Northern Ireland. You can tap into it because you're playing for your country. So hopefully we can do that in a positive way tomorrow. But we can't just be gung ho emotion. You have to have a smart head as well, for sure.
Philip Quinn?
Two questions. Heimir, do you name your best and strongest team tomorrow, or do you keep some players back for the Greece game on Tuesday?
No, we select always the team that we think is going to do the best for us tomorrow, for sure.
What would be a good return from this win on these two games?
Well, 4 points is good, 6 is better.
Thank you. Seamus, you're one of the future divers from the Euro 2016 finals, which was a great summer for the team and for the country. Is it time that Ireland send out a signal tomorrow that they're going to be competitive again, and we're going to play the future finals before long?
Well, listen, I think that's the ultimate goal as an international player. Again, we're talking about it in the way in, and it's all well and good caps and gathering caps and all the rest, but when it's all said and done, you put your feet up and you're retired, you will look back in the memories of France 2016, and I think that's where this group now, the younger lads in the group, should be aspiring to get to, is the major tournaments, because that's why we do it, and that's where you want to be.
Gavin Cummiskey?
Seamus, before Heimir took a session, he described you and your teammates as a good character, but a little bit too nice. When you hear something like that, what's your response?
I think maybe it was taken out of context the way that was said. There's nothing wrong with being nice around the place, but you don't get to this level without having a little bit of bite amongst you. And I do think the younger lads, I said it myself, it's time for the goal to start being qualifying for tournaments. So you can take how the manager said that a little bit different. I think it wasn't meant like that, because obviously to get to this level you have to have something else in the locker, but also we do need to understand why we're here. It's not just to pick up caps, it's here to make the country proud, and the fans are crying out for tournaments. When you're sitting at home and you're watching the tournaments in summer, you want to be there, the fans deserve to be there. So maybe we have to toughen up our mindset and make sure that qualifying is on the forefront.
And Heimir, you meant it in a positive way, but from speaking to the fans a couple of weeks ago, to doing a full week of sessions with them, what kind of character are you seeing coming out of this Ireland squad now?
I think we can really build a strong team going forward, for sure. But like I've said before, probably it's a lot of them are at a similar level. We don't have many playing, for example, Champions League. We win at Liverpool, we have the Celtic guys. Well, we need to push players at a higher level. That is one thing, but it's a kind of a really an equal squad. So to pick a starting 11 is not easy. To pick 23-man squad is not easy. But would be nice to have more players like Seamus, been doing it at a high level for a long time, and it's kind of given that he's there if he is fit and ready to come. So it would be nice to have maybe what's the word in English? Have like a spine in the team that is always there, and then you pick players to support them. I think when you look at it, it's a lot of players that stake a claim. I can be there, I can be there. But I would like it to be that it's undisputed. This is a starting 11. It would be nicest for the coach to have it like this.
John Fallon, please.
Heimir, just your first week in camp, you said, and you're 3-4 sessions in. Has anything surprised you from what you expected?
No, I was told there was always a good weather in Ireland. No, it's nothing has surprised me. I kind of prepared, the staff has prepared me for this one. Facility is good, hotel is good, and I'm here to observe and look and see if we need to change some things. I would say most things are really top class when it comes to the setup and the staff around, really professional. So I'm happy with the camp in general. Hopefully we can add in wins into that knowledge and that experience for me.
Question?
Heimir, you have experience both with Iceland and United playing against teams that are in the top 10 of the league around. Do you prepare differently for those games than to games from against countries around the area? What do you have an overall sense of how you would
No, normally we would prepare in the same way. That's kind of what we need to do, especially with teams like Ireland, not coming together too often. So it's 6 camps a year. Each camp is a week. So I think the way forward is to try to have consistency in what you're doing, consistency in how you're playing, and then trying to build on that in the future. Whether we're playing superstars or the best teams, it shouldn't be a lot of difference in how you prepare because you don't have time to be always changing from this to that. Just be better in what you're doing. And I think for Ireland to go forward, to play a good collective team, I think we can never succeed unless we do it as a unit, as a group. So whether we play England or Greece, it's kind of the same philosophy, same way of working, same way of playing more or less with a little tweaks here and there, but going from one style to another style in 2 games in a camp is really difficult, really difficult.
Sorry, Seamus, can I ask you something along those lines? Like in the last sort of 5-6 years, you've played a lot of France, Belgium, Netherlands. You have experience of those games against the really sort of friendly camp teams. What are those games like, and what can you take from them against the European?
Yeah, no, listen, they're the games that you want to be involved in. You want to play against the best at all times, and I think in some of the games you mentioned, we gave a good account of ourselves in the games, and just missing that last little bit at times in some of them games. But yeah, you can, I think, for the lads in there as well, the younger lads that have slowly but surely gained all that experience of playing these big nations as well, that nights like tomorrow become a bit more kind of normal for them as well. So I know it's England, but I mean, we've had some big games, big nations come here, so it's another one tomorrow, and as I said, everyone's looking forward to the game and can't wait to get going now.
Thank you very much. Training starts at 11. Thank you.